currently in a hotel. I'm in a Premier Inn in Glasgow, in Bearsden. I went to a wedding last night. I had my final day at my work yesterday, and then we had a wedding in the evening, so Fraser just picked me up and we came straight through, and we're in Bearsden. I love a Premier Inn, I have to say. I think that Premier Inn mattresses, they're the best. Also, I didn't realise that Premier Inn actually have their own mattress with Silent Night, so you can like buy the mattress because it's so comfy. But yeah, shout out Premier Inn. Fraser is just out grabbing us a McDonald's breakfast. I think he managed to get there in time because he left here at 10:52 and it's 11:03 and I've not had a phone call, so I think it means that he managed to order it. The McDonald's is literally joined on, and when we arrived yesterday and I saw that there was a literal conjoined McDonald's to this place, it made my whole night. We went to uni through here in Glasgow and we absolutely loved it, and we actually don't come through and visit enough, but we especially don't come through and visit enough like the outskirt parts. Bearsden's like north, I think, northwest, and it's like near a lot of beautiful scenery, so we're gonna go and check out this country park. My hero. We're actually in Fraser's van, which he has been doing up, so I'll give you a quick tour. So he has ripped out the back. If you remember, there used to be kind of a bulkhead between the front and the back, but he's ripped that out and he has cladded the roof, and he's got the lighting going. His dad helped him with the electrics, and he's cladded the side. He's building a little cupboard here for his tools and stuff for work, and then this is just going to be a space for putting like a bike, or if you want to put like if we're going camping or anything, there's space to sleep. The plan is tonight to go back to Dundee because my brother's up. It should be a nice relaxing weekend. My first weekend out of my job, and I now have 2 weeks off, so I am just feeling very zen and chill. I'm also wearing Fraser's shirt because he wanted to wear my t-shirt that I was wearing, so I took my t-shirt off to swap with him, and then he ended up changing into his own t-shirt anyways. My throat is so sore, guys. I have been eating these. I'm obsessed.
Where did you get them?
I'm obsessed with these. I got them in Boots at the till. I was like, oh, it'd be nice to just like have that while I'm back in the office at my desk, and I've literally got 2 left. Sugar free. Oh, could you get my phone out of my back pocket? Hi, Mum. Okay, so tonight, that was my mum phoning. Tonight we're gonna have, my mum's gonna do a homemade Nando's.
But not all Poland.
I'm Robin. So cute. We're gonna head home now because now that it's not sunny anymore, we don't have to feel guilty about not being out and about. We can just go home, chill on the couch. Mum's making something nice for dinner. I think we're gonna watch a movie, and yeah, maybe we're gonna go to the cafe and get a coffee.
To the road?
Yeah, we might share a little mocha because we're both newbies to coffee, and I find too much coffee quite anxiety inducing at the moment. Me and my friend Eve at work went for a coffee, and when we were sitting back in the office, I turned to her in the afternoon and I was like, Eve, I'm feeling like I'm gonna literally eject through the roof, and she was like, I'm so glad you said that, I feel the exact same. So then I was like, I'm not having a coffee again, and then I went to Blank Street and I ended up getting a pistachio iced latte. I don't go there too often because it's not really near my office. That's the rain coming on really heavy now, so we're just gonna go to this little cafe and get something for the journey home. I think we're about 1 hour and 20 minutes from home.
Are we?
Yeah.
4 hours.
We have our little mocha. It's so good. And we're actually really glad we went for a wee warm one in the end because we're thinking about getting an iced, but this weather is kind of nice being in the van and it's raining outside, and we've got a little cozy mocha.
Baby mocha.
Baby mocha. Yeah, the guy said baby mocha. Fraser didn't answer, and then they said mocha, and Fraser said, yeah, that's me. Turns out it's actually 2 hours to get to Dundee. Who knew? Fraser knew. You did say that, but I thought it was like 1 hour and 20 minutes, but I guess we're not actually in Glasgow. What evil Knievel villain is putting Greggs in supermarkets and putting Nando's beside Lidl's. Can they stop doing that? It's too tempting. Do you know what's something that's annoying about Edinburgh? Everything is all about Sainsbury's. I just love a big Tesco, but it's cause in Dundee where I've lived my whole life basically when I grew up. I lived next to the biggest Tesco, the best Tesco ever. Well, in my opinion, it's the best Tesco. And I just feel like, I don't know, the one in Glasgow at Maryhill's pretty good.
The one also on
Quite
South,
like an
South
escalator
Road.
with a trolley on it.
The one on South Road in Dundee is quite good as well. The big one.
Yeah, that is good. This one is so
Don't like-
much better than Riverside. Riverside
Yeah.
Tesco
Oh,
sucks.
Riverside's got its own thing going.
Nah.
It does.
This is so bright. I love all the big windows and stuff.
True, it's tall, high ceilings.
Yeah. Hi. There's so many cute babies. I'm going for this chicken sushi, which I actually have been having a lot at work in the Tesco meal deal, and it's really, really good. It's got like Korean mayonnaise and stuff on it. I do just love eating in the car. I think when I get my driving license.
You're gonna have to take yourself where we drive through.
And sit somewhere and have it.
Because you've never done that before. Oh,
Have you ever done that? No.
No.
But you're not a fast food person.
Yeah. Maybe I have.
Fraser started back at his job officially today after completing his kind of masters, and today is officially my first day off technically work. I have 2 weeks off. I've said that like 5 times in this video already, but I've just kind of had a chilled morning and I've been sitting editing. I have a really sore throat still. It's really, really sore to swallow. Yeah, I'm feeling a wee bit under the weather, so I haven't really done much today other than edit and relax. Being off work is so precious to me, especially between jobs. I feel like it's the only time kind of between jobs where you can really switch off and you don't have to think at all about anything. Like, I don't have to think about, oh, how's that case going? Has someone emailed me about this? Or like, you know, I'm completely out of the door of my old job and I haven't yet started with my new one. So I just feel like I have a really good opportunity to like enjoy my time off. But I'm trying to kind of balance wanting to relax with also wanting to do stuff, which I find really tough. I also just get this generally with my weekends and stuff when you're working, like, because you're working 5 days a week and you're working like 8 hours a day. Time off is so precious, but so is relaxing. So you really want to like make the most of it and do things, but also you want to kind of balance that with relaxing and winding down and like, yeah, not doing too much that you then feel exhausted just from being off. I was looking at maybe booking a trip over these 2 weeks and just doing a little solo trip. But I'm also like, am I just gonna go and do a solo trip and then be exhausted? Because I've already got plans both the weekends that I'm off. I just don't want to overdo it. I want to actually like relax and feel recharged when I go back to work. I feel very autumnal in this jumper. It's 1st of September, which is crazy that has fallen on my first day off. A new season, new beginnings. I just feel really excited. Yeah, I feel like this video has been quite autumnal, which I love. The weather's not been as good, so we even had a little bit of rain on that walk on Saturday. Actually being on the west coast, like being back in Glasgow, was really nice because Edinburgh has not had much rain at all this summer and everything's looking a little bit like crispy, like the grass and stuff is just looking a bit dry and crispy everywhere. And then when I went to Glasgow I was like, this is what it's meant to be like, very green. Something that I really want to do in this kind of time off is use it to really not plan for my YouTube channel, because I quite like the like vlog style unscripted. Obviously I would never do anything scripted because I'm not an actress, but like I like that I just kind of pick up the camera and see what ends up being in a video and it kind of follows my normal life. I don't know, I feel like I like those kind of videos that have more of a structure. So I did one recently called How to Get Out of a Rut, and I feel like having that bit of structure where I had to like focus and yeah, actually think a bit more about like, oh, what are the things that I do to get out of a rut? I feel like that was a really enjoyable video for me to film. So I think I'm gonna try and plan to film a few videos during these 2 weeks that are kind of like that. I have just been editing this vlog. I really need to fix the lighting for this camera. I've just not had a chance yet, but my hair genuinely at the start of this video looks green, and I'm debating just cutting that bit out completely, but I feel like it gives context to the video. But my hair looks green. I'm not enjoying that. It's actually angering me that my hair looks green. Like it's fine to have green hair if that's the colour you've tried to make it, but when you're trying to have blonde hair and it looks green. I purposefully spent the weeknights last week when I was still working cleaning this flat, so that during this time off I didn't have to do any kind of like cleaning or chores. So I am literally truly free to do some fun stuff or relax, whatever I choose to do. I really want to watch Gilmore Girls, so I might use this time to watch it because I don't think Fraser would like it very much, so I don't want to force him to watch it because I've already managed to get him into The Summer I Turned Pretty, so I don't want to subject him to any more kind of girly shows. But yeah, he does seem to really like The Summer I Turned Pretty. It's very cringe, but we're kind of loving it. I just love a penguin biscuit. You want to hear the joke? How does a penguin make pancakes with its flippers? I'm not convinced. It's very funny, but the biscuits taste good. I kind of flip between, pardon the pun, apparently, penguin biscuits and Kit Kats. My current favourite is a Kit Kat hazelnut, but we kind of just go for whichever one is on sale. I've moved over to the couch because I have a really bad habit of saying because when I don't need to say because. Like, I could just say I've moved over to the couch without saying because. Like, there doesn't need to always be a reason for everything, but I guess it's just a bad habit. The amount of times I have to cut out when I'm editing these YouTube videos back, me saying because and then not finishing the sentence because actually there's no reason. Anyway, I'm just going to share with you what I've written down in my book, because I've written down some things that I want to do generally in September, but also over the next couple of weeks. So the first one is watch Gilmore Girls, which is actually, maybe that is the because, maybe that's why I'm sitting on the couch, because I'm going to go and put it on right now. Apparently it's the ultimate autumn series, and I see so many clips of it and so many sounds on TikTok that I'm like craving to watch it, so I'm going to put that on. The next one is get back into Pinterest. I absolutely loved Pinterest, and like I was so on it. Probably autumn winter last year is kind of when I really like started using it, and then I kind of fell off during the summer. I've been so busy and I've not been on it, and I actually feel so inspired when I use Pinterest, so I'm gonna get back into Pinterest. I'm also gonna post on Pinterest more. I have a real love for photos, just like still photos, TikTok, YouTube, like all this long form content. I guess TikTok's not really long form content, but like longer form content is really, really interesting. But I also think there's a lot to be said for just a picture. Sometimes I just think a collection of pictures on a Pinterest board is just such a vibe. I also find it so handy for helping me with outfit inspiration and like wardrobe inspiration. I'm trying to buy a lot more vintage clothing, and yeah, I think that Pinterest is the best way for me to figure out what I want to wear. There is a specific jacket that I'm looking at. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. It's from Arket and it's really expensive, so I'm not going to get that one. I'm really trying to find one on Vinted. I ordered one on Vinted kind of recently. It wasn't Arket, but it was kind of like a similar brand. It was a wool coat with a similar kind of collar. I absolutely need to have a jacket like this for the autumn winter. Like, I feel like I just love it. I love anything that's high neck, kind of boxy, cozy item, and this was just the perfect jacket. Anyway, I found it. It was like £40, ordered it on Vinted, and it got lost in the post. I got my money back, but like I just really, really wanted the jacket, and I've been looking, I look all the time, and I just haven't seen another one like it come up since, so I'm really gutted about that, but I'm determined to find one. There is a really like cheap version of it for like 40-50 quid, which I know is kind of the same price as the one that I found on Vinted, I know that this one is fast fashion and I just don't think it's going to be very good. I think it's going to like bobble really quickly, and so I'm determined to hold out and get a second hand one on Vinted or in one of the vintage shops in Edinburgh. I do keep my eye out for one of them all the time. I do want a wool one, but yeah, I'll just have to try and wait and see if I can get one. I also just love scarves. I can't wait to be wearing a scarf again. It's just not cold enough yet for a scarf, but I just can't wait until it is, because I just really feel like that completes an outfit for me. I went to this, anyway, sorry, I get sidetracked so easily. Back to my list. Next one is fairy lights in the flat. I usually like to put fairy lights up at like Christmas time, but I think it would be really nice to have some like warm tone fairy lights for either in the living room or in the bedroom, just for like the autumn winter season. So I think I'm gonna do that. The next one is to write for Substack. My sister just started a Substack and I want to do it too, because I copy everything that my sister does because she's my big sister and I think she's the coolest. So naturally I want to also start a Substack. I might start just trying to write. I'm not going to start the Substack. So notice how it's very carefully worded. It doesn't say start a Substack. It says write for Substack. So maybe I'll just try my hand at writing and see if it sticks, see if there's anything that I write that's good, and if so, I'll start one and I'll let you know when I start it. Go back to the gym and do a solo gym class. That's something I really need to do. I've just been so busy, but I'm determined and ready to get back on it. Probably will try and get up relatively early. I also, the last thing I wrote on my list was bake banana bread, and then I wrote a line through it saying, no, I hate baking. So I'm not going to bake. It's such a trap. I always start baking and then I'm like, why did I do this? I absolutely hate it. I'll change that one to make some soup because it's soup season. I'm really leaning into the fact that it's September 1st. It's still, actually, I was going to say it's still warm outside, but it's actually raining. So that means one thing. I'm about to watch Gilmore Girls and go on Pinterest.
Good. It's the best coffee in town. Oh yeah? I'll have to get a cup. Good plan.